I was like, my new job, I just got a new job, and they made me take a sexual harassment training.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the hell do they think I need training for? I'm already really good at it. So that's stupid. Yeah. Like, come on. What the hell's that about? And then I was like, I'm kidding.
I'll be performing at the Women's March next month.
I'm doing a camp.
Are you troubled by strange thoughts in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread throughout your daily life? Have you or any member of your family seen things that you couldn't explain? If the answer is yes, then don't waste another minute. Go to onlinetherapy.com and speak to the professionals. Onlinetherapy.com. Their courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve your mental health issues. We're ready to believe you. OnlineTherapy.com is tailor-made to you. You take a brief questionnaire and it asks you questions like, what are you suffering from? And then gives you an entire list of options. They even do couples therapy, and you also choose how you do therapy. Whether on the phone, video calls, texting, you make it convenient for you. Much like your favorite blanket, it's comforting to know that OnlineTherapy.com is always there for you with on-demand 24-hour unlimited texting. So, you get matched with a therapist that specializes in how to help your specific issues. An online journal to write down all of your thoughts and progress, and now they also just released a yoga benefit as part of their therapy. Click the link below and get 20% off your first month on therapy, okay? That's the link below, onlinetherapy.com. Check it out. Make yourself a little bit better in the brain.
There's a camera that has a red light. Does that mean anything?
That's what they say in those pornos I watch on YouTube. It's like, yeah, on Pornhub.
On YouTube?
Yeah, you got to subscribe to YouTube Red.
Really?
No. Wouldn't that be great if YouTube had porn?
Yeah.
It's Pornhub. That's the YouTube of porn.
Oh. Yeah, there aren't really... Yeah, I guess it is. Pornhub's the YouTube of porn. Yeah, it is. It's the go-to. It's the go-to, right?
Yeah, I think it is. That's like the most famous. And then there's LobsterTube, which is like the search engine of porn.
LobsterTube?
Never heard of LobsterTube?
Never heard it. Pull it up.
I'd like to say that I'm a better person than you, but this just illustrated that I am a worse person than you.
Oh, yeah, no, you're way worse. You're way, without a doubt.
Probably do intros. Hey, everybody, Millennial Stoner. My name's Joe. You know who I am. And I finally have back my good friend, Dan LaRocca.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Coming down.
Yeah, dude, thanks for having me.
Oh, of course, man.
Good to be back.
And what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, porn.
Yeah, porn.
It's porn.
Porn, you said that Pornhub is the YouTube of porn.
Yeah.
I wish YouTube was just the YouTube of porn, because that'd just be...
Kinda is. You never jerked off to YouTube before?
I was watching like VeggieTales and shit, but...
So you're into CGI porn?
Yeah, CGI porn.
I was watching VeggieTales. Not me, sir.
Yeah. No, not VeggieTales. No, I think there's like some soft core stuff on there.
Like edited episodes of like Cinemax shows?
Probably,
Cinemax.
yeah, that. There's just this old lesbian show that was really piquing my interest as a young kid. No, I think I was like 16 and I found this
female firemen on it. I liked it.
Yes, a lot of ladders and and Outbacks and Subarus. No, there was this. I forget what the fuck it was called. And I'm not gonna watch it, but I got real porn for that. But
yeah, that's. I mean, that harkens back to the days a little bit when you didn't have porn. When you had,
what was that like?
Oh, it's right. You're a little younger than that.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I grew up with scrambled.
Oh, but you didn't go up around statues and you're like, we will feel this fucking...
No, I had scrambled porn.
Scrambled?
To the museum to jerk off.
Yeah. My favorite joke
Mom,
about...
will you take me to the Museum of Art again? Please. The MoMA, please. Yes. Can you take me there?
My favorite like joke about like Playboy or anything is in Men in Tights when the blind dude, when they take the freaking the outhouse.
Rail.
Yeah, and he's like holding the statue or something. Dude, that shit is so funny. Blinken, yes.
Oh, man.
Blinken, amazing.
Boobs references, particularly in that jokes and that, and I love it.
They're so immature, the whole group.
But that's what makes it great.
Yeah.
That's why those Mel Brooks movies are always timeless, because it's just basically fucking 12-year-old humor, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's really well done 12-year-old humor.
Dude, the Men in Tights is so funny. Blinken, Abe Lincoln. That whole thing, hey, Blinken. All that, dude, this movie is so good.
Watch Robin. If you haven't seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, watch it.
Yes.
That was always on repeat. Like, that was one of those movies that, like, when I was over at a friend's basement, we would get high and we'd be like, let's watch Robin.
Yes.
Tights. When I was like 13, 14.
That and then Spaceballs when they comb the
those
desert.
are two. At one point, I thought those were the only two Mel Brooks movies to exist because those were like the only two that I watched.
Those are probably the top ones.
As I got old, I didn't like Young Frankenstein when I initially saw it, and then I got older. I appreciated the fuck out of it. I didn't understand it when it came out right away, but then like I watched like Frankenstein, and then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
I mean, so
no, it is very cool. It's cool seeing. He's always a cameo. He pops up at some point.
He's got my favorite line. It's such a stupid line, but he's got a great line in Spaceballs because he plays the president of the planet Spaceballs.
Yes.
He's on the phone when you meet him, the introduction shot, he's like on the phone with some lady. And in the middle of it, he just goes, yeah, I assure you, there's no shortage of air at Spaceballs, on planet Spaceballs whatsoever. And then he hangs up the phone. He just goes, shithead.
So simple. It's so funny.
Yeah. So.
When they in that movie when they freaking comb the desert and they go to like the three guys.
I mean, that was the background on so many of my was the background on so many of my friends' phones in college and high school. Like, actually, you want to hear the funniest story ever? Until about like 5-6 years ago, my like one of my longest friends, one of my bestest friends from high school, my friend Dan. I'll say his name. This is not a bad story.
Hey Dan.
I have a type. No, I'm kidding. But like his outgoing message was just the scene from Dumb and Dumber. Like you would call his phone and if he didn't pick up and you just hear Jim Carrey go, "Hey guys, what's going on? Big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later. Beep." And then he had like a kid and he still didn't change it. And I was just like, you gotta change that fucking voice
yeah,
now.
you can't have a kid. You can't be a dad.
He had forgotten that he had it on there.
Right.
Because he says, I usually just answer my phone. I'm like, you gotta stop.
When you were
manage
younger.
like 2 hotels, dude. You can't.
Did you ever make your voicemail one of the, hello?
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Leave a message, loser, bro. I wanted to murder those fucking people.
I did it once, and then everybody got mad at me. I'm like, all right, I'll stop.
Of course.
I started calling people. You want to hear something funny? My like acting, like my professor of acting in college, my acting professor, that was his voicemail.
No,
and he was like a very like. He taught you like the Yale way of acting and everything like that. So
okay,
he was like kind of a hard ass a little bit, and a good dude, but like he really like he didn't like. It wasn't the way acting, like, we're going to sit in a circle and talk about people's feelings. He was just like, how was that monologue? He goes, it sucks. Please get off my stage before you dirty it anymore.
Really?
Like, yeah, he would be tough on people and everything, you know?
That's like freaking...
Because he would just be on... It wasn't to be an abuse. It was just like, how was that?
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And then they're like...
It was simply...
Yeah, that's all it was. Simply. He was very direct with it.
It's not that you were bad. It's just that was bad.
That was bad.
It was bad.
So you get a C.
Yes. Yeah.
You
know what I started doing with stand-up whenever people... Because I used to just be such like everyone got a fist bump, great job, no matter what. Great job, dude, awesome, blah, 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 blah. And I was lying to myself and to them. And then when people eat it, even if I heard it, I will just say, how'd it go instead. I won't say good job or oof. I'll just say, how did it go? Yeah. I want to know your perspective. Yeah. Right? Because like I've had sets where I've like done like kind of and I'm not feeling good about it. And then I get off, I listen to it later. I'm like, it wasn't that bad. I'll take it. So sometimes your perspective is not always the most accurate.
I battled not recording myself for the longest. I started to record myself more now.
Yeah, I record everything.
It came up, you know, luckily when I got to host over at Sticks and Stones over the summer and everything, I got to host for a few people. And when you're in that position, I'm like, I'm just going to ask advice. Cause like Marina Franklin's there and everything. And I'm like, advice, and that one of the things they told me, like, start recording yourself more. Yeah, but I just hated watching myself when I acted, and like people would be like, "Do you want to see the video of the performance?" And I'm just like, "No," like, yeah, like God, no.
But I think
it's see everything that's wrong with it.
But that's what you need to do.
Yeah, it's true.
That's because you have to get to a point where you watch yourself and you love watching yourself. Yeah. Because then you go, "Oh, I did that right." Yeah, and you can only get to that point because it is. I realize I'm fidgeting with my hands a lot recently. I feel like I didn't always.
I shuffle my feet a lot. I'm sensing that too. I know.
I don't pace. I feel like pacing is a very noticeable thing. I don't pace, but my hands sometimes I'm like my fingers are weird.
You don't know what to do with them.
I don't know what it is because I'm not nervous. I haven't really been nervous. It just looks weird. And now I'll feel myself do it on stage. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's only come because I've watched myself.
It's like your brain is comfortable with it at this point, but your body's not yet. Yeah. Like kind of in that weird. Yeah. You obviously go up there. You still get nervous sometimes? How long have you been doing it at this point now?
Over 4. August was 4 years.
Yeah. So
Not long. Like in the grand scheme of things, that really isn't that long.
Yeah, but you're doing it enough where it's like, okay, your body or your brain is like, I do this. This is,
yes.
You're a little more than you were before and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Your mind acclimates into that kind of schedule and everything.
Even just from like a year ago, I would look at someone.
I'm not saying that you're fucking a savant, by the way. I'm like 4 years and killing it. I'm just saying like,
I thought I would have thought 10.
You've been consistently doing it for 4 years, so your brain's gonna acclimate to it, especially if you're really like putting the work in. So
yeah, no, I've definitely been getting enough stage time where I feel like I'm making the progress and progressing and all that. Because I'll look back to like a year or God forbid even like freaking 2 years ago. I'm like definitely not as much.
Tape of like my first year. Ooh.
Oh, dude, I have my first tape ever. I put it on recently.
I'm not even saying that like I'm killing it now. I'm just like I am definitely better than I was then. Like, that's all it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a slow journey. It's a slow process. I watched the first half of my first set ever recently. I couldn't. I was like, I will shut this off. I don't need to watch it.
It's really just about getting up.
Oof. It's just about the fact that you made it onto the stage.
Most people can't make it that far.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like I had someone ask me recently, they were like, how do you start? Because they want to go to a mic and they're like, how do you start? And I go, I'm the wrong person to ask about this.
Yeah. I
was like, you just talk. And that's a shitty thing to say, but I'm like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's just, I'm so used to it at this point.
Right.
That it's just, I just go up there and talk.
Yes.
And that's not me being egotistical. That's just like, I do this every fucking night.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But some people have crippling public speaking fears and stuff. They can't formulate sentences or get in front of people.
Nervous beforehand.
Really?
Little bit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I definitely get, I'm like, ooh, yeah, there's a rush. There's like we're doing it. Like I'm going to be up there. That's exciting.
Which is good. That means that I'm not like, I worry the day where it doesn't do that for me. That means it's still exciting. And it's, that's good. That should never go away if you love something.
Yeah. I don't know the last time I got like
nervous,
like last year in like November, I think it was November or so. I did with Carrie Karavis. She did a theater in Jersey and she brought me and she got me a spot.
Driver?
What?
You drive her?
I did. Nice. Yeah, her car, but her gas.
That's a rite of passage in the comedy
it is, dude. It is. I'll drive her. I love her.
Carrie Karavis is hilarious, by the way.
So great. Fuckhead. But she brought me to Jersey with her on the show she was on, and she asked the booker, she was like, hey, give this kid a spot, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I already had a guest spot. She's like, put him on the show. I'm like, shut the fuck. This isn't an Italian restaurant. This isn't like
Mom,
you know what
don't
I mean?
fight with the manager.
No, literally. Dude, I'm like, this just makes me look weird. And she was like, all right. So I did like 6 minutes, and there were 900 people there. It holds 1,100.
How'd you do?
I did good.
Yeah.
I did good. I held my own, dude. It's a big stage. The spotlight's following you on the stage.
That's a weird feeling. I did that because I've had that happen to me when I did like theater, but like everything black around you.
Yep.
Like all the lights are out and then the spotlight that follows you.
Yes.
It's a weird
I could see the first 4 or 5 rows of people and then pitch black.
You can't see shit.
Pitch
you can only
black.
see the center and where directly in front of you. The left and the right is still dark.
Yeah, there was a mezzanine too. So it was like there was a balcony and then the spotlight was all the way up there. And I remember I was in the green room with Carrie and like it was literally like someone came in and they were like, Dan, you're on in 5. It was shit like that. I was like, this is,
like
I'm
a real
not ready
stage
for this.
Manager came out.
Yo, legit. Yeah. Everyone's got clipboards and they're checking off where everyone is. And like, it was so crazy. And then I remember I went out there and it was a wireless mic. I hate wireless mics, but so be it.
I don't know what I prefer.
I hate wireless.
I think I'm bisexual with mics.
Yeah.
I'll take a wired or a non-wired mic.
Trans mic. This used to be wired.
You know what? I'll take a little wired dick or I'll take a little socket pussy. I don't care.
There used to be a wire on this mic. But I know because I like the way when you hold it also depends how you hold the microphone. I feel like I hold I feel like kind of towards the
stupid little thing that you do. You do this. I
towards the bottom.
I do too.
It's not. Yeah.
I used to do the rapper.
Really?
I used to do this.
I never did that.
Bad.
I've held it the same way the entire time I've done it.
I watched 8 Mile way too many times.
Way too many times.
Just like everybody in the 516.
Yes. Fucking yep. And the 516.
Hands up and give me some chicks. I don't fucking know. That's why I'm not a rapper.
Dude, that was good. You got bars.
But yeah, I do. But then I watched. That was something I learned when I just watched a lot of stand up. I just watched how everybody held mics.
Yeah.
And I realized a lot of people kind of use it so they can speak down into it. So I was like, all right, they're probably speaking down into it for a reason. Plus, this is just more comfortable.
Right.
And I hate doing this.
Yeah, the
Unless I'm
sideways.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like
the sideways.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, if like that just feels weird to me. Like I'm more like this, just like kind of casual. But then sometimes
like
I don't just squeeze I just hold the top.
Hi.
I just hold the top of the mic. But there we go.
But like, that's really cool. So did you feel like you did okay? You felt like you kept did you open the show?
So there was an intermission.
Oh, I hate intermissions.
I was the first comic
after the intermission. Okay.
Everyone came back. The host did another like 5 or 6 minutes, got everyone settled in again, and then I went up.
So how long was the show? Like 2 hours?
It was a little bit. So it was like a
comedy with intermission. So
something community theater. What the frick? I forget. No, it wasn't Tarrytown. No, I forget where it was in Jersey. But it was big and it was so cool. And the point where I was the most nervous was I went out and I was backstage, and Carrie, I have a whole bunch of videos on my phone. She was filming me just like literally next to me. And I'm like, what? And she's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm like, I'm so scared right now.
100 people, you said?
Yeah.
I think the most people I've ever been in front of was like 400 once. Not for stand up.
Yeah.
But that was the most people I remember being in front of. And like when you see that amount of people, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then there's this theater, so people are like sitting down.
They're all below me.
But at the same time, you just see like stern heads, like a bunch of young kings waiting to judge you.
I gotta tell you, it's so cool because there's no servers, there's no service, there's nothing else for them to be distracted with. It's just fully looking at you.
That's the beauty of doing that.
Yes.
People pay for a show. You get
my God.
Sessions. I mean, we did, we did the old 10 o'clock show over at Governor's not too long ago.
Okay.
That was a rough crowd. But yeah, it was just like
not
a rough
good.
crowd. No, it was like one of those instances where somebody brought like there was a comic on there that brought like a bunch of the crowd, which obviously thank you for.
Of course.
But it was like
I'm sure he did great.
Yeah. I'm killing. Yeah, at the family reunion.
Mm-hmm. My favorite is when people bring like 20 family members and they're like, yes, Jim, yes. And then Jim goes up and they all just film him in dead silence for 7 minutes. And like,
God,
they're like, that's my dad. I'm like, laugh at your dad.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I could drop names.
I got so many.
No, for real.
I ever tell you the Compass story?
Well, I know all about Compass, of course.
This is called the Compass Night.
Is this Billy's Compass Night?
It's the Billy night, yeah.
Oh boy, tell me.
86 people squeezed into that little bar, Barton's, that place that's now Royal.
Oh,
do the mic once in a while.
Okay.
This crowd was like, there was somebody on there. The dude brought like 86 people, right? And it's just like, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy because I think I showed up with like Andy Plagianos was there, and this is like 2 years into.
This was a mic or a show? This is a show. Wow.
And I'm like 2 years in, I think, at this point.
Okay.
And, I'd met everybody and I'm there with Andy and Andy's like, you gotta help me work the door. And I just like met everybody. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't have change. So people were coming, like, I have a 50. And I'm like, I need an adult. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, aren't you 30? I'm like, shut up.
Yeah,
like,
I need a 50. I need a job. Please. Are you hiring?
Oh God. So, but all these people just start coming in. It was like this one comic brought like 86 people. And it was an instance where nobody gave a shit about any of us.
Right.
Including the headliner. And it was just like, I think it was McNeely that was headlining. But like Billy goes up there, right? Billy goes up there and he's just unbridled and he's like yelling and screaming. Like he's doing his material, but he's kind of just like in that brilliant, stupid fuck it mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just goes like, he starts screaming compass into the mic.
Did he do his compass joke?
He did.
And then that was afterwards?
He just really drove the punchline home.
What the fuck?
And everybody was like, oh my God. And if you
That's what it's like, hey.
If you looked to the left of the bar, it was all of the comedians were just like,
dying.
Chris was there.
Yeah.
Chris was there, and I thought he was going to die.
Oh my God.
I thought Chris was going to die. He was laughing so hard.
That's when you just sink the ship. Who gives a shit?
That's what
Fuck
it was,
this crap.
man.
Yeah, literally.
Because they did not, it was, and
I'll bring you down with me.
And I was up, and I remember like, I'm going to do the best I can. And that was when I was still doing that whole jerk off act out bit.
Oh, okay.
So like, I remember just going hard on that too. And people were like, good God. And I'm like, eat my dick. Like,
right.
And then Billy goes up like after me and just goes, fuck it. Because
that's just saying, hey, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
To scream compass.
They laughed at like everything the guy said. And but it was also.
Can I ask you, is that guy still doing?
I think he's still doing it.
Okay.
I haven't seen him. I haven't been on a show with him since, but I know
Okay.
he's been on a couple Aragona's comedy shows.
Okay. I gotta ask afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta know.
And then, but that's weird. And there was another time too. I remember, and I always hate when they do that. There was another time where another person brought like 45, 50 people, right? She goes up, she kills. But it's just like inside jokes that nobody knows what anybody's talking about, except like we're all sitting there like,
I hate it.
What the fuck does that mean? And they're just like, you know what happens when you drink tequila behind the dumpster, right, Nicole?
Yeah. Come on, Teresa. You have my back. You were there.
And
you
they're
were
like,
there. Yeah. Nah, you clowns and clowns.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, I was crying last night and I decided to write jokes. I hope this works. And she's up there like,
it's no respect.
with a fucking like a cowboy hat on.
No respect for the art. Oh my God, the cowboy hat. I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've seen her wear. I'll tell you her name later. I'm not going to tell, but I'll tell you.
What letter does this end with?
No, because I can't.
Is it a one word name?
What's that?
Is it a one word name?
It's like, but it sounds like the name sounds like a weird pop artist. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe I do. I believe I do.
Okay.
I hate her. I hate her. I hate her guts.
Oh, I hate her guts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's.
I'm kidding, dude. Bridget's great.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Hashtag tagged in this.
Tag out a tag. I post it. Love you, Bridgie.
I love you, Bridget. It's so fucking funny though.
Her name sounds like a pop artist.
Her name sounds like a pop artist.
Did her mom play Pepper and Annie?
Oh my God. No. She was in the Jamie Foxx version.
If there's one thing that we get complimented about, it's how great the podcast looks. I don't do any of that. Chris does. He's the guy you usually hear laughing in the background of most of the episodes. I'm sure you're wondering, why don't you have a microphone for him? We don't have a microphone for him because we can't afford it. But the least we can do is get you links to the gear that we do use, and it'll help support the channel. We do get a little bump from that, I think. I don't know how any of this works. I really don't even know how to read like the lines. Like right now I'm doing a terrible job of it. Like I could say anything right now. Like I have 4 nipples and it's fine. We're going to keep it in. But anyway, click the link below and you get some of that cool gear that we use to make your podcast look just as good, maybe better than ours. All right?
But
I think, I shit my pants.
Weird fucking, I've shit my pants a couple times.
No, I shit my pants in a pool.
You shit your pants in a pool?
Actually, and it wasn't cold.
Why did you?
I was young.
How old were you?
I was like, I think I want to say I was like maybe 8. It was like my 8th birthday party. No, this is a 100% factual story. This is like a core memory. It was my 8th birthday party. And
you're rubbing your head like
I was like, I just said, am I really about to tell him this story? That's what I just did. It was my 8th birthday party.
I'll tell a shitting pants story after it.
Oh, thank God. And we had a big pool in the backyard, a lot of people there. Like the child's birthday party is not really about the child. It's just an excuse for everyone to get together.
It's an excuse for adults to go hang out with each other and drink. Especially as an adult now, you see it so much more.
Yes, 100%. They were yesterday was my niece's 3rd birthday party, and she had like 3 friends there, and we were all getting we were all getting cranked. So I ate, and everyone's always like, "Oh, you gotta wait 30 minutes before you go in the pool, whatever." I don't listen to that ever. I don't listen to anyone about anything ever, actually. And
I'm Dan. I'm a rebel.
Yeah, I'm an 8-year-old fat little loser rebel with a full stomach who's about to shit his pants. And I go in the pool. Everyone's in the pool. I had like a lot of friends, and like everyone's there. And my stomach just hurt, and I was just like trying to hide in the corner. I was like, "Yeah, you guys go play over there. Oh my God, I'll throw the ball and you go get it." And they're at the opposite end of the pool, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, my stomach, and it just came out of my ass, just like a bro. Yeah, kind of.
Was it a floaty one?
I would say it was kind of like a cornhole, like knapsack kind of like consistency.
It was a little pieces.
It had substance to it, but there was like a membrane also to it. So it's fully in my shorts now, and I was just like, oh my! And I get out of the pool. And I just run through the backyard, go into my house, walk up, just fully drenched in water, just tracking water through the whole home.
Water and shit.
My mom's like, "Honey, where are you going?" I was like, I was crying, and it was I left a trail of tears and shit behind me. And I go upstairs and I go in the bathroom and I just take my bathing suit off. And it was the net bathing suit too. When you were young, it was the net. And it's just, the net looks like a fishing net that caught a huge piece of shit. And I just sit down and I just shit the rest of the shit out. And I was just staring, crying, shitting, soaking wet, looking down into my bathing suit, just in full tears, just looking at the shit.
You poor bastard.
And that was my 8th birthday party.
That's back when you were heavier too.
I was big, dude. I was crying. I had tits. I was full. I was full of shit. And
it's such a fucking embarrassing. It's one of the top 10.
Oh,
I shit my pants on my way to work one time.
When was this?
I wish I would tell you that it was 8 years old, but I was like 29. Like,
okay.
I was like,
it happens.
It was right before I started doing comedy too. Like, it was when I was like, I stopped acting and I'm like, I'm just gonna be a regular person. Like, I'm gonna get a regular
Actors
job.
don't shit their pants.
No.
Regular people too.
People shit their pants. That's how I knew I made it. But yeah, I was working at this fucking like tennis club, and there was a gym, and I was like once a week I had to go in and clean the gym. You had one person had to go in at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
and you had to go in because everybody, like, the camp started at 10.
Oh,
so you had to, you go in there for 4 hours and clean everything. You can go in earlier if you wanted to, but I was like, I'm not. And then one morning, I just don't know what happened. I ate something the night before, and I'm just like, my stomach hurts, and like it was one of those things where like a 15-minute drive from work. I knew 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh no, I gotta get there now.
Bad.
And I'm driving. I'm like, this is bad. Like,
yeah.
I'm clenching. I'm dry. Like, I'm just like, I gotta get out of here.
Right.
And it was like, you remember Bridesmaid where she just slowly shit her pants?
Yes.
Like, that's how it happened.
Yes.
I got to the fucking door, and like, I remember the only problem is the door with the lock was finicky. Like, you had to like, and I'm just like, God damn it. I just shit my pants, and I'm like,
right there.
There's like a CCTV camera too, so I'm like, there's just footage of me shit, like you can see me just get sad out of nowhere. What else do you do at that point?
No,
and
I've never shit my pants as an adult. So I
did, yeah. It was it was like bad timing, and I had to go into the bathroom, and I like threw my underwear out, and I like, luckily there was like, it all collected in my fucking underwear.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I like I had to like wash my ass in the sink. It was like terrible. It was awful.
I'm looking forward to doing it though, because
you got a couple years.
Well, no, but right now I live in the fear of like, I haven't done it yet. But I know everyone shits their pants as an adult. It's just like, it's a rite of passage. Everyone does it. So I need to do it already. This way I'm on the other side of it, right? Because
I've never shit my pants while I've been drinking. Those people who get so drunk they shit themselves. Never been that shithouse.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Huh.
I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing.
That's good.
It's probably good, right?
What do you do when you're like really shithouse? What's like your, not like drugs, but like
I don't know, I eat McDonald's and I pass out.
Nice.
That's what I like. That's
when you drink a lot.
Yeah,
that's kind of the healthier route.
With purpose, like,
right? That's the healthier route. Just like, I eat a lot of McDonald's, I go to sleep. Like, that's horrible for you, obviously. But some people end up naked on train tracks, if they drink too much. Like,
yeah. Well,
so I mean,
good. I ended up with like DWIs, but like that was
that's bad.
I had one of those, and I was like, I think perhaps I should stop doing this.
You have one.
Yeah, I have.
I did know this. We did a roast, and I think you and did Billy have one? Or no? I'm not trying to blow up Billy's spot.
It's not Billy.
Okay, it was someone else. Maybe that wasn't public information, but Billy has a great driving record.
But I can't remember if they've talked about it on the show or not.
Right, yeah. So I don't know why I'm trying to...
They've been on the show.
Who else has been arrested that I could just air out for whatever reason?
List of people?
Yeah.
Like,
I just
most
remembered.
of us have been arrested for something. Like,
yeah.
That's what it is. Or at least given a citation for doing something stupid.
I'm trying to think of the biggest amount of trouble I've ever gotten with the law.
The law?
Yeah.
That was the stupid. I remember the police fucked with me because they like, I got arrested by a state trooper and the police started fucking with me. And they were just like, and at the time I had like broken up with a girlfriend of mine. And like, it was like just not a great relationship. So I was like, kind of, it's over. Like, let's move on with our lives and everything like that.
That's
and
the
like,
worst.
It was like, you can get a ride, you can go home. Cause they have holding cells there. So you can go home. And I'm like, you can get a ride. And I'm like, yes. And I called my friend Rob, who lived in, like Riverhead or whatever. And he was like right by where we were. And I was like, please come get me.
Nice.
I will give you so much. Just get me out of here. I don't want to spend the night in jail. I lucked out. And he came and got me, but I was like sitting there waiting for him. And then like the cop came in and he was just like, some girl's here to see you. And I'm like, no. Like, I was like, no.
Lock me up.
How did she know?
Please lock me up.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, hey, I think the ride's here. It's like, I think your ride's here for you. And I go, who is it? And I was like, they were like, I don't know, some girl. She seems a little hysterical. And I'm like, no.
Oh, not her.
Described her. And
yeah, you just described it perfectly. Like, some girl, fuck. I know exactly who it is.
That's exactly who it is. She came 7 states over to come get me.
Dude, all right. I just thought of 3 things.
Okay.
And they all have to do.
This is fine. I have topics, but we're doing great.
We're doing great.
Speaking of shit, let's talk about Taylor Swift. No.
Okay, wait.
No, tell me your story running with the law.
Okay, running with the law. We'll get to Taylor Swift. Taylor shit. I shit out Taylor Swift at my 8th birthday party. So my run with the law. Keep going. I don't know, dude. I'm so stimulated. My run with the law. Yeah, I used to steal street signs when I was younger. That was my.
We all did that.
Yeah, that was my contribution.
You see a cool street name, you're like, I want that. Especially if it had your name on it.
Well, no, like, street names, yes. Street signs. I took like one of those. And then never stop sign. Those were, you don't to fuck with the stop signs. That's messed up.
That's how you kill people.
Children at play. That was a fucking great piece to get. It was like collecting art.
I stole a deaf child area sign.
I had one of those. I had the clean up the dog waste one. That's awesome. Great piece to have. I think just like the classic no parking sign with the red and the whatever.
Your childhood reads like the opening to like the beginning of a serial killer's life. He was homeschooled and he stole stop signs.
Yes.
After that, you're going to tell me how you started slowly torturing animals.
Right. Yes. And his life was good. And then on his 8th birthday party, everyone fucking found shit in the pool.
Everybody knew Dan LaRocca was a kleptomaniac.
Yes. Well, we got caught. It was me and 2 of my friends growing up.
At night? Would you do it at night or you try doing it during the day?
Oh, no, at night, for sure. We got rolled up on by the fuzz, dude. Yeah, we were in, I think, Wantagh.
You got rolled up on by the fuzz, dude. Go ahead.
Gang.
Tell me your story, badass.
I grew up in Massapequa. We got rolled up on by the fuzz. That's what happened in the mean streets of Pequa.
From the P.
Yeah. I made it out of the hood, y'all. I live in Long Beach now.
Is that how you're going to start your comedy from now on? It's like, my name's Dan.
Yep. I made it out the hood. Yep. Massapequa.
or the P as we call it.
No, the P. The peck. No, we did. We got rolled up on. And he just came out of nowhere to a woo. And like, it was literally, I was like mid-wrench taking the sign off. Like, oh my God.
There's no way I can talk my way out of this.
And he took like all of our IDs. And like, we didn't get detained or anything. Oh yeah. I was 16, I think.
Okay.
16 or 17 maybe.
Yeah.
And it was the world that feels like you're ending. I wasn't killing anyone. I wasn't raping anyone.
Yeah,
I was,
like, I'm dead. I'm gonna die after.
Right? Yeah. It's just, oh my God, my mom is gonna fucking kill me, like whatever. But no, it was none of that. It was just like,
terrible.
Give me licenses. What do you boys think you're doing? I'm like, I'm from Massapequa. He's like, all right, you're good.
From Massapequa, son.
Please. The fuzz. Oh shit. The fuzz. We all just ran in different directions.
In 1970s garb.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I had Skechers
I
on.
had a handlebar mustache.
I had Skechers that light up. He just followed me through the dark. He's like, oh, there he is.
I was with Sally and Jerome. We were also in the mod squad.
Yep. Yeah. No, it was me, Dan, Andy, and Tommy. We're the real mean boys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we got rolled up on by the fuzz. And we didn't get a ticket or anything. We just went home. That was my big run with the law.
I hid from the police one time.
Ooh.
My friends, like, I went off to take a piss. We were smoking a joint by the beach. And like, as I was coming back, like the cops had rolled up, like, and just didn't see me or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And I just like, I admit I stood back. I'm like,
don't you feel like
they let him go, but they like ripped the joint apart and they like threw it at.
Yeah.
I like was taking the piss. I'm like looking and I'm like, oh God.
Dude,
you arrest anybody.
You feel like a sleuth when you're hiding and the cops over there and you're like, they don't fucking know I'm here. You feel so cool. I'm like, I feel like Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell.
Driving was a fun thing to do.
When it was recreational.
You would just drive by the police and just be like, I win again. Like,
you literally.
Then you hit like 5 school kids and they're like, I'm still winning. Like, recorded a podcast yesterday and it's weird because she's in the fucking news again because it's football season.
Yes.
And I talked about this with my last guest, Nick Sapati, who's a big sports guy, but like Taylor Swift is fucking everywhere. I know it's the same thing, but like,
Yeah.
she's fucking everywhere because of this Travis Kelce thing. His jersey sales went up 400%.
Yep. As we were saying.
And it's just like, I mean, those aren't all football fans buying this.
No, they're her fans, and her fans are sick individuals.
You think they're sick?
I do. I think I don't. Maybe I'm just cynical.
That's a big fan base.
It's a huge
Those fan bases can get scary.
It's a huge fan.
Yeah.
You know what I said? We were watching the game last night. Me and my brother and our friend
You
Manny.
watched the Kansas City game?
Yeah.
There's not that many people in Kansas City to buy those jerseys. I know that. There's got to be
they've
like
skyrocketed.
Yeah, 400%. You got 400% of people.
And now they have his number, and it says like Swifty above it. Like all the type of merch is just made now.
They made a jersey that says Swifty on it.
Yeah, and it's like a KC jersey with his number, and it says Swifty.
Does she make money off that?
I'm sure she's getting some shit.
That,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Without a doubt. I didn't start looking it up, but she's at the game last night. I have a picture of her.
Never break up with her.
No. Because this is great. I already saw memes. It was like Taylor's song after they break up, and it's like, you intercepted my heart, like you fumbled me, or it's like all this shit. Like, what a bitch.
Like a couple months ago, she was sitting there. It's like, gotta make a new album.
Yeah.
Well, football's.
I'll date this guy. No, none of it ever lasts.
I mean, but
once the season's over,
high-profile marriages. Most high-profile marriages, celebrity marriages, do not last. Even the ones that seem like they like each other.
Yeah.
And that's how you know. I'm like, number one, that's how you know marriage is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Right
she was
there.
at the game that I watched last night, and she's up on the thing.
Hey, wasn't like fucking Matt Damon there with her?
Yeah.
Like Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman, and I think
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds. I think.
That means he's probably in Deadpool 3.
Yeah, he is, which is cool. Yeah, this is what I saw. And
never going to be able to go to the Super Bowl.
And my brother was like, he's like, she's at every game. I was like, well, she's not busy writing her own music. Like,
do this.
Yeah, she's not busy writing her own music. I know that much. Fucking just got mad writers. She doesn't write shit.
Oh, she hasn't written a song in years, most likely.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything.
But like,
I don't know. I just don't like her. I don't know if that's.
Is it the obsession? Like, because I feel like when fan bases get that big,
it's easy to hate.
Yeah.
She doesn't need my love because she already has so much.
I don't even need to waste my time with this.
But it's like, hey, she's doing incredible. She's
I was saying like this because I was talking last week, yesterday, Terminator timeline last week.
Mm-hmm.
But like how number one, she is. I know that she's like a marketing guru, like something about that. Like,
oh, dude, she's played the game.
No, she knows. I don't even think she's made this much money based on her music alone. From what I understand, she bought up a lot of like intellectual properties that are like related to her.
Oh wow!
So she like there's website domains and stuff like that you have to pay her to get. So there's like because of like the way that it's related to her and everything like that. She's been denied certain things.
Now, isn't that like your management though? And like, hey Taylor, like you think she's like, okay, here I'm buying domains now, guys. Like, do you think that's her original thought? I don't
know. She's probably got some kind of like consultant or some sort of money.
Course.
I mean, to be fair, she doesn't seem like a stupid person to me.
Right.
Does not seem like a stupid person to me. She seems like a very, but that also leads me to believe that she cannot be that nice of a person. I mean, like, like she's probably she fucking stabbed some homeless person in an alley.
Yeah, somewhere. You know? Oh yeah. I'm all about art. I'm a musician myself and a comedian. So it's like, I don't
give a fuck that people like her. I mean, from what I understand,
more power to
shows are a fucking spectacle.
Yes, but I don't. First off, maybe I do. I don't know, but
what?
Her music has changed so much.
Well, she was a country singer.
She was all country,
you know.
And then all of a sudden, her and like Nicki Minaj were like doing all these like bad bitch songs together.
Well, this is very interesting.
And she didn't fit in with that group. I feel like it just didn't make sense when I saw that.
What is this? Taylor Swift. The reasons Taylor Swift is a businesswoman. Can you zoom in on some of this, Chris? It's just a little hard to read.
That's what they think.
Swift came in number 18 on 200. She's 18 on Forbes Celebrity 100 list. 64 million with a total net worth more than 200 million. She's a social media powerhouse. She has made over 33 from endorsements.
What?
89 sold full million copies. Swift.
Diet Coke, CoverGirl, Keds, Sony.
She was one of the persons that like. Didn't she leave Spotify? But then like everybody followed her.
I think so. Yeah.
Reveal
breaks up a Spotify.
Right, some of this is dumb. Yeah, buys domain names. Look, see, she buys all the porn site names.
Does she?
Yeah, TaylorSwift.porn, TaylorSwift.adult.
Why did she buy them?
Because the porn industry, eventually someone's going to try to buy that because people want to watch porn that look like Taylor Swift.
Oh,
that's what I'm assuming. No one told me that. That's my guess.
Wow. So did she sexualize herself? Is that what she did there?
I mean, probably, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's. I mean, I don't know if she's. Dude, could you imagine if they find out that she's also been making the Taylor Swift parody porn? Like she finances it secretly.
Right.
It all goes into her pocket.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm a fan now. Like,
hey, dude, she's balling out on cash. What does it say?
Yeah,
reveals belly button in a bikini.
It's not just from music.
Reveals belly button. So the paparazzi that were taking pictures of her in Maui wouldn't cash in by selling the images to the tabloids.
That's
so
that
she
weird
revealed
thing
her own,
that you do. Like, did you like?
How do you have a belly button that's like a taboo belly button? It's like the public hasn't seen my belly button yet. How fucking weird is that, dude? If people see my belly button, it's like, ew, Dan, put your belly button away. Like
taking my shirt off for.
That's
if
gross.
If a girl wants to have sex with me, I turn the lights off.
No,
and like, what? You still have your shirt on? Like,
I'll take my shirt off, and then I have a waist thing to cover my own belly button. I have like a Shatner. It's like a bandeau, but just lower. I just cover the belly button.
And it's fat. She's like a fascinating individual to me, just based on the fact that she really isn't. You can't really say that she's known for like she's amassed this from music. She amassed it from technically being smart, endorsements. She put her face everywhere. If it was just music, I don't think she would be this famous.
Right. I don't think so.
All that stuff. And like, yeah, she wrote a couple, like, what was the one that everybody really liked that was about like
I'm looking her
girlfriends not being friends anymore? Bad Blood.
Oh, that was that song. Yeah. Okay. So she has 100.7 million monthly listeners on Spotify. 100 million.
It's a quarter of like isn't that
the Red Hot Chili Peppers have 30 million.
And they've been around far longer
for 40 years. 30 million. That is an
arguably
insane.
A better band too.
I saw them the other night.
Yeah. Oh, you did? Oh, I saw you put a thing up about that. It was a concert.
Dude, we'll do another hour if I start talking about that. I was paraphrasing.
1 hour later.
Because like when talking about Taylor Swift, when you think about quality of music, I mean, would you argue that she had some very big hits, but would you argue the quality of music is like good? Like,
her production,
again, it's not for us,
right? No, it's not. That whole we are not the people she's making music for.
Person that Taylor Swift is writing songs for.
No, absolutely not. But I know people who they have Taylor.
It's very much for like. I think it's tailored towards like. Well, she did that whole girl power movement, so it was very much tailored towards girls anyway.
Yeah, her songs
not that
are
if you're
all.
A guy, you can't be into Taylor Swift. More power to you, bro.
Right, yeah. Her songs a lot of them they're messages, like all the stuff she's like.
Messages about, like, it's like Girl Squad. And I'm like, I saw that going around. I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to take a dump.
No, I'm shitting while reading this headline right now.
God damn it. Like,
yeah.
I got my squad up. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, dude, the fucking, I don't like her music.
If you're a squad, you better have like fucking AK-47s and like
that's
one
a squad
chick who's Latina
who
like can punch out a dude with one hit.
Yeah, I want like ISIS. Like, that's the squad.
ISIS?
That's the squad I want.
Rolling through in hoods and tactical vests. Yeah, the squad.
Through Massapequa.
I want to hear death to infidels.
No, ISIS has been laying low, man.
But I don't know. I'm curious to see where this... I love when I have Dan on. I always wonder if I can put the episode out by the end.
I didn't think I was that guy. Like before I started comedy, then I'm like, what the fuck am I saying?
No, but you're like disarmingly like fucked up.
Yeah. Like, without a doubt.
I was like, I'm Dan. I'm homeschooled.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey.
And I'm like, where's ISIS been?
All of a sudden, you're like, I'm actually Brock Turner, bitch.
Yeah. So I think. I was thinking about this recently. I don't know why. It feels weird to say it's about like myself.
Yeah.
But like when I first started stand up, I did feel like everyone was like, oh, it's just Dan LaRocca, just like the whatever white kid.
I think people they're like, oh, squeaky clean Dan.
Yes. But I did my set recently at the show I run in Long Beach.
That Game of Thrones joke too.
Yeah.
Which is like when you do that, it's like the beginning of them like, this guy's not going to talk about Gaffigan stuff, is he?
No. But I've been trying to write more that way.
Like just
cleaner in general, which helps.
You have to be clever.
Yes. Yeah. Clean and clever. Yep. Because like that's still exciting to listen to. Yeah. Like I have this bit about like toenails I've been trying to work on, like clipping your toenails. I have a joke about Ezekiel bread that I'm trying to make work. I haven't done it yet, so I have nothing to tell you about it.
But it's simmering.
Yeah, it's there. It's gonna be good. And then this other joke I wrote that like came to me so easily. I'll tell you. I said it was just a dumb little. I said to my brother, we were laughing. I was like, my new job. I just got a new job, and they made me take a sexual harassment training. Okay. And I'm like, what the hell do they think I need training for? I'm already really good at it. So that's stupid. Yeah. Like, come on, what the hell's that about? And then I was like, I'm
Dan will be
kidding.
performing at the Women's March next month.
I'm doing a camp. Doing a little
to
kids
wrap up, though.
summer camp. Yes. It's
You have any plugs, sir? We forgot to in the beginning.
This said it's coming though out
This will be out on the 9th.
the 9th.
Right? Chris, you said the 9th? Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have 2 shows on the 12th of October. That's 3 days after the 9th. One at Radigan's on Long Beach Road. That's all the info I have for you. And then one in Belrose, Queens. I have not gotten any details on yet. The 13th just says a VFW in Babylon. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to come to that. This is cool. I believe the 18th, October 18th, I'm at the Allegria in Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
The hotel.
Is the website that can go to get tickets for that?
The person who's putting it together has not gotten that
Okay,
far. So keep an eye out for
What
the
is
18th.
your Instagram, Dan?
Dan LaRocca Comedy is my Instagram. Oh, and October 26th, I'm hosting at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Always go down to those are always fun shows.
Very fun shows. Thursday nights, 10 p.m. So much fun. Good time. I did it last month I did it a month ago. It doesn't matter.
Remember I called you and you were like in Mohegan Sun and you were like, hey, man. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what's
oh,
up?
yes.
You're like, I'm in the casino.
Dude, I was polluted.
Pretty drunk.
I was fucking polluted that night, man. So fun, though.
I'm pretty drunk.
Yes.
I'm like, because I was like calling you about maybe doing a spot somewhere, and you're like, hit me up. And I'm like,
Oh,
and I was
that's
with like
funny.
a bunch of people, and they were like, who is that? And I'm like, that's my real life. Like,
Yeah. So Dan LaRocca Comedy. That's me.
As far as my plugs go, like again, follow me on at that One Kid 87 on Instagram. I put all my stuff on there. I've got on the 14th, I'm going to be in Downsville at the Schoolhouse Bar, which is like an old schoolhouse they turned into a bar. We're going to do comedy there. It's going to be me, Rob White, Terry McNeely, or as we like to call him, Uncle Terry.
Uncle Terry. Yes.
Gonna be, so if you're in the area, come on down. Hit up the Schoolhouse. I know they've got a bunch of promotion out there and posters and everything now. So go check it out. And then I tentatively have the next show after that. Big one is November 9th. I'm going to be at Maples. George Gallo is going to be headlining.
Cool.
Rocco Perillo. I'll be hosting that show. And I think Lindsay Jennings is doing a guest spot. So come on down, everybody. And yeah, thanks for coming on, Dan.
Thanks for having
when
me.
you're on. Oh, dude, you're always welcome on here.
Thank
Anytime.
you.
Just hit me up if you want to be on.
Cool.
I'll always make time for you.
Oh, awesome, man.
Love
This is
having you on.
yeah.
We have like hilarious, fucked up conversations.
I agree. This is my favorite thing.
But all right, man. Until next time.
Yes, sir.
Doing this, like I said, this will be out on the 9th. Once again,
Sweet.
views, subscribing. Everybody has keep sharing, and subscribing.
Share it.
Great guys. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all this for keep subscribing. Share it. Appreciate all of you for watching me talk about shitting our pants.
Yes.
I'm glad that entertains you enough.
Yes.
New show. New show coming up. It's Rob White has a show that he's putting out soon. It's going to be under our production banner. We helped him do it. So the first episode, end of the month, Chris?
November something.
In November. November 6th, it's going to be out. It's going to coincide. We recorded an episode with Rob. He talks about the show a little bit, but it's basically him tattooing a couple comedians and just doing a little podcast with it while he tattoos them because Rob is a tattooer. But
I want to do that.
hit him up, man. He would love to have you on and everything.
Yeah.
Ask him about it. But that's going to be Rob's show. What's the name of it? Who the fuck is Rob White, right?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Who the fuck is Rob White or who the bleep is Rob White when it comes out?
Yeah.
Check it out when it does. It's going to be great, guys. Rob's a really funny guy.
Rob is the dude.
So, all right, Dan, thank you.
Of course, thank you.
guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
The Millennial Stoner outro song. Yeah, pack a bowl and sing along. Blah, la, blah, la, blah, la, 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 la. Ba, ba, blue sheep, ba, 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 ba. This is the favorite podcast of the Dalai Lama.